Hey collectors, Darkcross back with another Bowen Designs mini bust review. This time we have the arcade mini bust by sculpted by Troy McDevitt. Troy's done like a lot of statues in the past. I know he's done quite a few customs as well, and I think he yearly he does like ornaments and stuff that you can buy. Really great sculptor, very like comic book accurate based. But yeah, so here's the box of arcade, and again. They do like a little brief history of the character on the side of the box for the mini bus. Like it shows here, he was first appeared in Marvel Team Up number 65 in 1978. Kind of goes on a brief description of the character. And that's essentially it. It just gives on the other side, he's 6.5 inches tall, and again, sculpted by Troy. I forget what year this came out. It looks like it's 2010 this came out. So let's get him open. All right, so this is how he comes in the box. He's one piece, and I bought this direct from Bowen Designs when they stopped producing and they were selling through Rocky's Vault. So what is this? Did I get an AP or not? I forget. Yeah, I did get an AP. So yeah, here it is, and I mainly bought it. I mean, I don't know much about this character. The only thing I know about him is from the Spider-Man X-Men Arcade's Revenge video game that came out. Was it for the Genesis or regular Nintendo? I forget which one. I think it was the Genesis. Yeah, so that's pretty much what I know from. And I bought it because I was doing a villains display and I wanted to match Jim Lee's art, and Arcade is sitting on top of the Sentinel. So that's primarily the reason why I got this one. But yeah, so let's go on to the review. Alright collectors, here's the arcade mini bust, and as you can see the bottom of the base is chrome, so you can kind of see me there. But yeah, so it's really cool because of one piece, and I don't really know this character, so I mean, quick Google, right? He has telekinesis, he's really smart, and he makes like death traps. He's like supposed to be like an assassin for hire. But like I said, I mainly got this because I wanted to do Jim Lee's villain display, and he sits on top of the Sentinel. And mainly from the Spider-Man X-Men Arcade's Revenge video game. So yeah, so he's one of the rarer busts, but he is sculpted very well, and I think he does go for quite a bit now. And it was actually when I was selling some of my my Bowens to fund the quarter scale. I had tried to sell him, and I wanted to clean the bottom, because what happens with these chrome ones is it almost like it oxidizes or something, like it gets really matted. So what I would do is use like a microfiber towel to clean it, similar to the Dazzler full-size statue base. And when I was doing that, the bust broke off because it's a very thin like connection to his body, and the whole thing fell down, and he broke like eight of his fingers. So I had to super glue them back. So I mean, we'll kind of go in. Let's see, going a bit closer. Right here, you can kind of see they all kind of broke off right there, so I had to super glue them back. And yeah, it's pretty noticeable from the back. From the front, how you would display them, not so much, because you have the creases in the gloves, so you can't really see it there. And then let's see, let's go here. You can't really see it from the bottom too. So in either case, I'm not going to sell him now because yeah, he's really damaged. But again, here he is. It's really cool. It's a really good sculpt. Good paint up by Bowen. He's wearing a white suit, but you see all the creases and folds in his suit right here. So let's try to get in. I mean, that's really good detail for a bust from 2010. And it's not like fully white. I mean, there is some variations in color on his vest right there, and you can see the buttons, the creases in the buttons. I mean, it's a great sculpt by Troy. So and you have the bow tie, you have the coat itself, again, several creases, has like shades of like blue in there to kind of break up the colors. Let's see, there's a little mark here, not sure where that's from. probably could be from the fall, or I don't know, it's just a painter for perfection. It looks like that's probably from the fall. Yeah, so I mean, it looks really cool. I mean, it's very well sculpted. Like with a lot of these busts, since they do come with like with hands and stuff. Like, yeah, I mean, I've seen some customizers add legs to them or get legs from a different figure and just put them on there, like they did with the Cyclops mini bust. I've always never liked the full size statue of Cyclops from Bowen, but their mini bust, where like it's a '90s like Jim Lee costume, and he has his arms out like he's ready to fight. I saw someone put the legs onto the full size statue, and it looked okay. I mean, it's just the arms don't match up to the legs because the legs are straight. But yeah, for a lot of these mini busts, you're practically getting half a statue. So like, I had the Mastro too, and the Mastro. These mini busts generally run small, but the Mastro itself was very close to the size of the Mastro of the full size statue that I had. So yeah, here he is. I mean, everything. You can even let's try to go to his face. Let's see if you can get it. You can see the freckles there. So like, I mean, for a bust, I mean, look at that. Wow. I mean, maniacal like look to him. You know, he just looks crazy. He's enjoying what he's doing. But again, this bust has shortcomings. You can see his teeth again, similar to the Omega Red. It's almost like one tooth on the top and one tooth on the bottom. You can kind of see a little bit of breakup in the sculpt on the right side near the end, but generally it just looks like one tooth and one tooth on the top and bottom, and like he has two teeth. So I know some other busts, like when they did show their teeth, like it was broken up more, but this one not so much. So yeah, the hair's sculpted really well. Again, the paint, there's breakup in the hair with some black in there. You know, it's just not one full color. So, yeah, you can see his shirt coming through the top again. And yeah, so, I mean, it's a really cool, I mean, if you're a fan of the character or just want him to do your, like, X-Men display, yeah, it's a great one to have. But again, just be mindful, if you're buying this from a collector, the bottom maybe... the chrome part may be a bit matted. It's just really dirty, but you have to be really careful about cleaning it or putting your hands on it. You know, your oils will also probably dirty it up over time. I tried to clean it, and again, like, you know, it fell for me. Like literally just snapped right off. But that was my mess up. But again, this had been in the box for a few years already, so I'm just going to take them out, put them in the rest of my villains, and try to clean the bottom up again before I put them on display. But yeah, here he is, another great mini bust by Bowen, and it's the arcade, and mainly a villain for X-Men and other characters. So, anyway, thanks for watching.